There was no gloating. I didn't gloat last night. I didn't even get to have no speech. I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might see in some TikTok videos of me just, emotional. It's because my team, they've done it. Rants for years. I was saying Stafford should be traded years ago. And people were like, you're crazy. They're going to win the Super Bowl. And they did. Congratulations to them. Years ago. It's our time now. I don't think you know how big this is. This is huge. Huge. We didn't build the wrong way. We didn't sign a Deshaun Watson. We didn't sign some crazy ass defaced player who can't win. We didn't do none of that. We built it. Through the draft, whoever wanted to be here stayed here. They've been here. They've stayed here. And we built it. From the bottom up, we built it. For this. We didn't hire some defensive guru. We did that before. He failed us. But Jim Caldwell failed us. He couldn't beat good teams. Failed us. But Jim Schwartz failed us. We couldn't beat good teams. His defenses were suspect. Our offenses were terrible. Failed us. But Matthew Stafford failed us. He never got us a playoff win. Why would people root against Matthew Stafford? Why would you boo him? He didn't win us shit. He didn't win us anything. He broke a few records. Cool, congratulations. Good for you. Your stats are padded. You didn't do shit for the city of Detroit. No playoff wins, no playoff run, no Super Bowl appearance, nothing. You left all that on the table. That's what you did. Jared Goff came here and after 3 years of being here, won us one fucking playoff game. That's it. Build the fucking statue. That's it. That's all we've wanted. I know generational talents, Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, this, that, and the third. Yes. No playoff wins. An 0-16 season. A bunch of bad coaches, GMs, players. No, for the love of God, refs screwing over the Lions every game, every key game, this moment. Bad false starts, bad holding calls, bad pass interference penalties, all of that shit. What do you say? What do you do? How do you move? How do you build? Sometimes we know the refs are going to screw us over. They don't like the Lions. We know that for an absolute fact. So don't give me that shit. A pass interference call against Puka. Shut the fuck up. We don't care. The Lions have been screwed by refs for decades. Dog. We can go down the list. The Seattle batted ball in the playoffs when Stafford played for us. The picked up pass interference flag against the Cowboys years ago. That's when Stafford played for us. When Calvin Johnson got that catch and he turned and he both feet down, but the ball hits the ground. That's not a touchdown. That's not a catch. Against, I think it was the Bears. What? So many bad calls from the refs, but we had to just overcome it. Just overcome it. Overcome all of this. Just win. That's why I said just win. Just get the dub. Just win. If nothing else, just win. And they did it. These guys, Some of them are kids. The J-Mo and the Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta was amazing. Bionic leg and all. Sam Laporta, man, is my dog. He's a rookie. You keep that man in Detroit forever. You keep that man. J-Mo, you know, he had a quiet game, but still made an impact, blocking, otherwise getting a few catches, so on and so forth. This was for those guys, man. And most people are going to say, well, who's going to come to Detroit? Micah Parsons said that. Who's going to come to Detroit? Those tables, man, they always turn, don't they? Because this was the year. 2024, 2023, 2024 season. This was the year the Lions were good. The Lions are good. The Lions will be good in the near future. This was the year. This was the ceiling for so long. All these new regimes kept coming in here and saying the same things. Stats. Numbers. I'm a defensive guru. I'm robotic. Like, it's... And that's why they failed. Because they didn't reach the fan base. They went with analytics or numbers or I'm a defensive guru or I'm an offensive genius or I used to work with Peyton Manning or I used to do this, that, and the third. Like, it's... And that's why you didn't. You never won anything. And we never respected you anywhere you went. You know what I mean? Like, anything you did past coaching for the Lions, we didn't care. We didn't welcome you with open arms. A lot of coaches feel that way. Like, for me, you went 0-16. You had a bunch of bad seasons. You said it's not my fault. You sat back and said you're ass. And then turned around and blamed the fan base. Or you blamed the coaching. Or you blamed... And nobody took responsibility. Dan Campbell, after 3 years, he came in 3-13-1. The man had tears in his eyes. And he took accountability. That's a big word that a lot of people won't understand. He said, hey, just give it time. It's on me. Sometimes I do too much. Sometimes. But give it time. And we're going to get to the promised land. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get the right pieces. We're gonna get the right guys. And I didn't see it at first. When you traded Stafford 3-13-1, I didn't know. I kept looking at this and just saying I don't. But there was something about last year, man. 9-8, win streak like crazy, and I mean crazy. We were beating everybody. Good teams, bad teams, whoever was in front of us, we were beating them. We were beating them. It didn't matter. I don't know how else to say it, man. I'm so amazingly proud of my team. Most people will say, it's just a playoff game. No. See, playoff games have an ability to tell you how things are going to happen from here going out. Even if we lose the next playoff game, the draft is in Detroit. The off season is going to be very telling. A team that has never won anything for 30 years, that has such a great fan base and a great city behind it. Has such a great offense and this, that, and the third. And now I'm hearing that like coaches, our OCs, they're getting their phones blown up right now. Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, hey, I understand if y'all leave. If y'all don't leave, the better for it. But I understand if y'all leave, because these teams are gonna need new coaching. And man, oh man, man. All that is said to say, even so, this is my favorite part. Is the free agency market is going to shift dramatically. These teams, the Texans, the Lions, even the Browns, they just made the playoffs. The Bengals, they've been bad forever. They've finally got their quarterback. They won a few years ago. They made the Super Bowl. It's major shifts in the league when the team that never wins suddenly wins. All of a sudden, it's, hey, you're rumored to go to this team. Are you going to go to this team? Yeah. And then they sign, and they go to that team, and they play for that team, and it makes them so much better. But you had to start somewhere. This is where you had to start. Again, this was the ceiling. And so many coaches come in, and we're going to break the ceiling. And they punch at the top, and their arms are too small. They punch the top, and they just can't reach it. They try to punch up there, the ceiling doesn't break. Dan Campbell broke that ceiling. Jared Goff broke that ceiling. They came in with a game plan, with a mindset, and they said, we're going to take this franchise to new heights. And they did that. And now, ceiling's broken, man. The sky's the limit. We don't know. I don't know. I had to get a new hoodie. I've been wearing. I said I wouldn't get a new hoodie until the Lions won a playoff game. I've been wearing this hoodie forever and a day. You see? It doesn't even say Detroit up top anymore. Hey, I'm finally getting money now, man. It'll be a new hoodie coming soon. I'm so proud of this team, man. There were fans in the stands crying, bro. Like, y'all don't get it. y'all don't understand, bro. We were the joke for decades, the punchline for decades. Decades of the Lions just being absolutely terrible. And then people question us, why are you a fan of this team? You suck. Why are you a fan of this team? You know what I'm saying? Your team sucks. You'll never be good. You'll never have a good playoff team. You'll never be a good team. You'll never win in the playoffs. You'll never win in the regular season and in the playoffs. You'll never do it. I watched this team go 0-16. I watched them go 0-16. I watched them have bad season after bad season. Promising season here. We started off 5-0, only to lose in the playoffs come playoff time. Great season, then bad season. Coaches get fired. This guy gets replaced. Certain players go to jail, undisciplined. You know what I mean? Like, they get into the league, they're bad. Matt Stafford comes here. He can do it. He's the golden child. No. Watched him play Lions football for years. get smacked up by certain teams, you got to overcome the refs and you got to overcome the other team. It just has to be. They're never going to call it down the middle for us. Look, they even did it last night. You know for a fact that was not false start. That was definitely offsides. And they said, nah, bro, that's false start. Like every year, dog. We just knew, bro. We knew this was the one. This was the one that breaks the ceiling. It was this or nothing. Again and again and again and again. It would have continued and again and again and again and again. But they stopped it. People keep saying the sky's the limit. I don't know. There's a stratosphere out there too. There's outer space out there. I want to see how far this team can go. Sportslogic.